Yo, what's good, combo crew? It's the one only combo update here, and today I catch you another super hot fire banger, man. And today I'll be showing you how to create the greatest blob build from NBA 2K21 and NBA 2K23 Next Gen. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really means a lot. We're almost at 250 subscribers, so I really appreciate you guys a lot. And now let's teach you how to create the blob build from NBA 2K21. So the first thing you want to do when you make this build is you want to put it at the power forward position, because that's the position that the blob build was used. That's the position that when you make the blob build, that's the position you have to use instead of a center. So we're gonna go with power forward. And for the hand, it does not matter left or right. I'm gonna go with right because I'm a right-handed person. And also for the jersey number, I'm gonna go with 99 because I don't have a favorite number. So I'm just gonna go with a random number, so I just pick 99. But you can pick any number in any hand. And now let's get into the body settings. And for the body settings, for the height, we're gonna go with a 6'8" height because the blob builds in NBA 2K21 were really short. They weren't like a regular center height. This is like point guard height now in 2K23. But you want to go with a 6'8" height. I know it's pretty short, but you'll see why we're so short. So we're gonna go with 6'8". For the weight, I'm gonna go with 232 pounds, so it just looks better on the player. And it doesn't affect your build really. So I'm gonna go with that for the weight. And for the wingspan, I'm gonna go with 7'6" wingspan, so we can have max wingspan, so we can get a lot of dunks in the game, and we can also get blocks, as you'll see in the defense and the finishing. And for the body shape, I'm gonna go with built because I just want my player to be built if I'm gonna be a center like this or a power forward like this. So I'm gonna go with this for the body settings. And now let's get into the attributes. And for the attributes for the close shot, I'm gonna go with a 62 close shot because I don't need that high of a close shot since I'm gonna be dunking the ball the whole time. So I'm gonna go with a 62 close shot. But for the driving layup, I'm gonna go with an 80 driving layup because I can get the John Wall layup package, and I can also get other layup packages that are really good, but I use John Wall a lot. So I'm gonna go with an 80 driving layup. And for the driving dunk, I'm gonna go with a 93 driving dunk so I can get every contact dunk in the game. Also, I'm under the height so I can get almost every contact dunk in the game, except for the small contact dunks and the big man contact dunks. But that's what I'm gonna go for the driving dunk. And for the standing dunk, I'm gonna go with a 92 standing dunk because I want to be able to dunk on people also, so we can get the standing dunk contact dunks. So I want to go to 92 standing dunk. And for the post control, I'm gonna go to 27 post control because I had some extra attributes, so I just put it on that. And now let's get into the shooting. And for the shooting, for mid-range, I'm going to go with a 65 mid-range because I'm not going to be shooting mid-ranges since I'm finishing a defensive build. But for the three-pointer, I'm going to have an 83-pointer because I can shoot consistently with an 83-pointer, and I'm pretty sure everybody can if you're good at the game. So if you have an 83-pointer and you can still finish and you can get a lot of blocks and a lot of rebounds, you can play defense, this would be a pretty good build for a power forward position. So I'm going to go with an 83-pointer. And for the free throw, I had some extra attribute points left because I'll usually put it at a 70, but since I had some extra attribute points left, I put it at a 76. So this is what you want to go for the shooting. And now let's get to the playmaking. And for the playmaking, for the pass accuracy, ball handle, and speed with ball, we're going to go with 75 for each of the stats because I just want to have good pass accuracy and decent ball handling. It's not the best ball handling in the world because we're not going to be like the point guard. So I went with 75 for all the playmaking attributes. And this is what you want to go for the playmaking. And now let's get into the defense. And for the defense, for the interior defense, I'm gonna go with a 81 interior defense because even though we're a small power forward, we can still play defense in the paint. That's like our main thing. We can play defense in the paint, but we can also get a lot of blocks. But we'll get into that in like 2 attributes from now. So that's what you want to go for the interior defense. And for the perimeter defense, I'm gonna go with a 75. So in case we have to guard point guard we can at least try. We can have decent defending. Even though we're not like a perimeter defender, we're more of a paint defender. We can go with a 75 perimeter defense. And for the steal, I didn't want to put anything on steal. So we have a 40 steal because I'm not going to be the one stealing the ball because I'm not the main lock, but I can be a lock because I have the defensive attributes. So I'm going to go with a 40 steal. But for the block, I'm going to go with a 90 block so we can almost block any shot in the game. A 90 block in NBA 2K23 is really good. I have a 90 block on my 7-footer, and I get like 25 blocks a game, which is really crazy. I don't even have a 99 block. But I'm going to go with a 90 block for my 6'8" block build in 2K21. For the offensive and defensive rebound, I'm going to go with an 80 because I'm not the main rebounder, but we still need a rebound since we're a power forward. So this is what I want to go. This is what you want to go for the defensive attributes. And now let's get into the physicals. And for the physicals, for the speed and acceleration, I'm going to go with a 75 speed and 75 acceleration because you can't get like 90 speed how you used to in 2K21 because I fixed that because it was really broken. So you want to go with a 75 speed and acceleration. And for the strength, I'm going to go with an 86 because I think that's a good strength to get a silver bully badge. And that's also the max strength. So I'm going to go with an 86 strength. And for the vertical, I'm going to go with an 82 vertical because I can get every contact dunk in the game with an 82 vertical. And that's all you need to get all contact dunks. So it's an 82 vertical. So I'm going to go with that. And for stamina, as always, we go to 99, but we didn't have an extra attribute point, so you put it at 98, which is basically the same thing, but I just like to put my attributes at 99. So I have a 98 stamina. So this is what you want to go for all the attributes. And now, let's get into the takeover. And for the takeover, for the primary takeover, I'm going to go with finishing move for a primary takeover because I'm going to be slashing a lot. Because I'm going to be trying to dunk on everybody and get some crazy contact dunks. So I'm going to go with finishing moves. And for the secondary takeover, I'm going to go with paint intimidation so I can get a lot of stops in the paint since that's what my build does, is get a lot of blocks and play some perimeter defense. But I'm going to go with these two takeovers to make my build the best. And also I'm going to get the Mamba mentality so I can switch all my takeovers so I can still be really good at doing whatever. So this is what I'm going to go for the takeovers. And now let's get into the outro. And as you see, we have built a inside out score. It's actually a really interesting name since we're finishing a defensive player. We're similar to Aaron Gordon, Jeremy Grant, and Evan Mobley. He's a really good defender. Evan Mobley's a really good defender. Jeremy Grant's also a good defender, and Aaron Gordon's a really good finisher. He won the dunk, or he got robbed of the dunk contest like 2 times, but he's still a really good dunker. He has one of the most memorable dunks in dunk contest history. But I think these are really good comparisons, since that's what our build does, is play defense and can finish. This is an interesting name though. I thought it would be like a Glass King finisher. But this is what you want to make if you want to make the blowout build from NBA 2K21 and NBA 2K23. If you want to be the best power forward in the game, I recommend you make this build. And go check out my other videos too if you don't want the power forward build, but you want to be good at every other thing, like being locked down, being an offensive player. You should definitely go check out my other videos. And thank you guys for watching. And I'm out, man. Peace.